Tier 2, my name is Thomas and we're here at the Baku International Circuit. There's fast corners, the castle section, it's chaos all over the place and I'm here with Lewis. Welcome mate, how are you doing?
Yeah, all good thanks. Just about recovered from yesterday's race. Stressful. Yeah, but looking forward to the Tier 2 guys. Big grid, 18, and it really is such a tricky track to do 50% without getting any damage, let alone finishing the race. I'd put this track behind Monaco as the second hardest track. It's just so easy to just try that little bit harder, particularly the corner before going down the hill into what I'd call the last proper corner. Well, I say that. When the tyres wear out, that last left right-hander before the long straight, that does become a challenge, particularly at the end of the first stint. But yeah, looking forward to the race. We've had multiple winners so far this season, different winners, and that continued with Tier 3 yesterday, with Perry taking his first victory. So looking forward to, are we going to get any new winners again in this race, or will there be now starting to be a sort of form guide to who's going to be the fastest in Tier 2?
Yeah, I think this is a track where the really good guys, the guys who want to go for the championship, I think they really need to excel right here. Like the last few tracks, Australia, China, Bahrain, like those are tracks you can surprise at, but this track you need to have the pace, you need to be good with the tires, good with your ERS management. It's like it got it all on this track. You can't make a mistake. It's all or nothing really on this track, and I think the guys who are top level in this tier, I think they will really excel. They really need to excel, and I think they will prove us why they fight for the championship. Talking about the championship, let's see if I can get it up right here. I don't need to go to season 2 because that's already passed. Great job, Thomas. Because after last week we got Ricky now in P1 with 37 points. We got Matrix 34 points, so the two Ferraris doing a really good job. We got Fallen in a surprising P3, Juventus with a really good P4 on Fallen 28 and Juventus 26 points. And behind them, Blank and Ginginia on both on 25 and Weisberg on 24 points. So it's really open from P4 to P7, and really these guys need to catch both Ferraris because they are pulling away at the moment.
Yeah, it's Ricky, obviously 3 races in, but Ricky's been, obviously get the race win in Australia, been consistent. People are looking, obviously Blank, he turned up at China, didn't do as much practice as he would have liked, but he literally finished work, got in and won his first course race last week, so that put him back into contention. I think people, trying to think who's had a poor start so far this season. I think the two Renaults, they've started, well, apart from MP had a good start in Australia, but didn't qualify well both in Bahrain and China. But he had the speed. I think he, particularly in Bahrain, just got caught out. There's a few guys. Dan, obviously, X427. He's always had the speed at certain tracks, and obviously in China got involved in the collision. I can't remember who. I think was it with Robin? I can't remember now.
It was Mehdi, Dan, both brothers. With Robin and Racer, it was like chaos the first lap.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, and I think the other mistake we all made in Tier 3 yesterday was all during the super soft tyre. The ultra soft.
Oh my days, Tonamo!
Oh no!
And I caught it right on stream. He touched the right inside wall, then bounced back to the left hand side, lost his left front tyre, and that's qualifying over on a 145.3. That's not gonna be good enough, and he will be starting from last place if no one else makes a mistake before.
Matrix as well, I think, DNF'd as well.
Ooh, Matrix as well, yeah.
Matrix is, I mean, I didn't see a DNF, but yeah, he's faded out, so I guess he is either retired in the pits or he retired from an accident on track. I'm not sure, but So far, Juventus, he's 137.4, so he's put down the early marker in this session. Mitch 137.7. Dan Robbo is the fastest super soft runner, 138 dead. That's a good lap time on the super soft. MP 138.1. But yeah, very early days at the moment.
Quick question in. What do you think the pole lap is gonna be? If they, it depends really on if they qualify on ultra soft tires or on super soft tires. But I think these guys can just go into the 136.
Well, yeah, I think they could just about. I mean, I was practicing last week and this week. Dougie seemed to be like the benchmark from the guys that we were practicing with, and he's doing low 136s in the end. I mean, tier 2 guys, a low 137. I mean, my fastest I managed to do was 137.3 on ultras. Nowhere near what I did in the real thing, but that wasn't supers. But yeah, the pace said 137.4 at this stage of qualifying is a quick time. I'd expect tier 2 guys to be maybe the fastest, getting just below 137. I think that would be a good pole time. I think that would be a pole time. The thing is with the ultra, I think what I should have thought about really is the chances of a safety car early in the race are so high that helps extend the stint on the ultra. So it makes it much easier. Yeah, and to be honest, I thought because there's more cars on the track compared to the practice races, I felt the tyre wear was dramatically reduced compared to certain practice races that I've done. So although I pitted on lap 7 in my race, which was around ultra soft strategy, because I had the wing damage, the soft was fine for the remainder of the race. Even with front wing damage, it wasn't an issue for me. So yeah, the ultra soft is definitely is the better strategy. And I think I think everyone is either going to be starting on the ultra or the soft tyre. But I think the only people that start on a soft are the guys who aren't fast enough to pole anyway. Because you sort of want to be either at the front or the back. Being in the midfield at the start of a track like here is, as you see it in the real F1 races, it's horrible. It's very narrow. You can so easily get tangled up with someone. It's just horrible. You don't really want to be in the midfield. You want to be either at the front or the rear. And like Perry being at the back, he took it easy, made sure the moves were clean. People spun out around, and yeah, he just kept it clean, and that helped him out with the win. Yeah, so we're halfway through the session. So far, lap time wise, so there's still a few guys who haven't even done any runs yet.
Yeah, and Juventus now is going for a Gigi Ninja. So he lost a little bit of his front wing while I was on board with him, and now he just completely retired. So that's strange. But Juventus now trying to improve on his 137.4 again on the ultra soft tire, so he's really going for it. And just coming back on what you said earlier, I think it's really risky to go on these soft tires at the beginning because, like you said, when there is an early safety car, you're just gonna be losing out. Well, you will gain some places from the guys who stop on ultra soft tires in front of you, but after they will be on fresh tires and you will have to make an early pit stop. So I don't know if it really is a smart choice. I think you can better start on the Juventus. I think it's better to start on the ultra soft tire or super soft tire. Because you need to keep that safety car in mind. Although this game is not really vulnerable for safety cars, to be honest. At some point of the race, you expect a safety car when there are 3-4 guys out of the race, and it just doesn't show up. And then when one guy is retiring off track, suddenly it deploys a safety car. So yeah, you never know, but at this track the chance is really high to get a safety car, so you always need to keep that one in mind. As Juventus now with a really scrappy lap, it has to be said, coming up to the line, DRS open.
And interestingly, he's not on hot lap either, so he's slightly slower. Doesn't improve.
Yeah, 66 thousands of a
I'm
second.
surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go hot lap then.
Mitch is in a slipstream of MP
Oh, he
or
is.
Oaksy, and he's coming up to the line.
It's MP. It's MP.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, he improves by
147.5.
10th, but just not quite enough.
Oh, he had the perfect run. It wasn't even his teammate. That's a good strategy, by the way. Just both teammates, because now Mitch is just in front of them. Oh no, he's pulling out. Oh, if he just could have kept it in front for this whole lap, although he's coming in, he could have given Dan some slipstream, but it's alright for now, I think. Keep an eye
yellow's
out
in
for
sector
Dan.
1 and 2. I think that was Ricky.
And when there's yellow in sector 2, it's probably the caster section. In sector 1 and 3 is probably someone letting someone else through, I think. You never know, of course.
Yeah, I'm on board with Robin. He's P3 at the moment. 137.8. Oh, yellow in sector 2. No DNS though. But Robin's, yeah, he's not on a hot lap. He's on no ERS, so yeah, he's not on a quick lap at all.
There we go. Back to Dan now. On the other soft tires, wants to improve on that 137.9 as he took that corner. A little bit too much. Touched the wall there, but it's all fine. Still got the full win intact. So he comes up now to the last 2 turns. Really tricky. All very worn tires. You need to be careful. Not now. Light car, fresh tires, all good. So he comes up to the line. He's got enough ERS. He needs to put it in the 4th ERS mode overtake. It will give you a lot more straight line speed. As he puts in a 137.7 just behind his teammate. As MP improved as well with a 137.7 as well. Really close with these guys is Vermeer with a 137.1. He almost within the 136s. He should be someone who could drive or could set a 136, I think. The guys are a little bit off it. And Lemon Jim now is the fastest guy on super soft tires. Is it?
On 7.8. Yeah. It's a good lap time on the super. It's a very good lap time on the super soft. That's yeah, Varamir's on pole now, 137.1. So Varamir, he's looking quick. You know, one of the tier 3 graduates from last year. He's improved. He's learnt a lot about things like the differential over the you know, he hadn't adjusted the differential at all until very recently in terms of qualifying and using it in the race. And he's moved along to like the manual gears as well. It's little things like that, and once you get used to it, it does make a difference with getting you that better performance. But he's been quick in the practice races. And so far, that's going to be a tough time to beat. It's getting close to a sub 136. Yeah, everyone else is coming into pit for their final, what will be their final runs.
Ricky now up to the line. Oh, 136.9. He did it.
Ricky.
He's done the job. He's in the 136s now. It's time for Vermeer to show up as well, but does Ricky have enough time to come back, put on a new set? I don't think he has.
No, he won't. No, that will be his lap. Yeah, he won't have enough time. So he's done that deliberately. He's done that because I know he likes to do his lap time now to avoid when the track's all clear and he doesn't get caught up in any issues. So yeah, he's deliberately done that. He won't be improving that. But to be fair, 136.9, I'll be happy with that. Robin is going to be the first guy to do his last run. He's just coming up to the straight now to start that lap. He hasn't gone on to hot lap, so he's not going to, I suppose...
Yeah, overtake. Yeah, now he's
theory,
in overtake.
Yeah, he's... I suppose in theory it's such a short run from the start line to getting up to speed. But he runs a bit wide in that first corner. I always think getting that curb helps hit the corner, get the car to bite into that corner. Yellow in sector 1, I think that's due to that's Dan Robbo driving slowly. Yeah, struggling with tyre temper, I think, at the moment. You see the front end is not... It's got a bit of understeer and then an oversteer. So I don't think this is the fastest lap from Robin. And Juventus gets way out of the way, almost hits the wall, does Juventus. Hope he didn't get any damage. I don't think he did get any damage. Robin carrying a lot of speed through the narrow castle section, but it was all neat and tidy. And this is all...
Yeah, but he's not
So what's the reason for being in overtake? Oh, he's gone in pipe deep though. You can just tell the way he tried to approach it. He knew he broke too late, and that corner is so easy to do it. And he's definitely got damage, so that's going to ruin his lap. But I did that twice yesterday. It's just so easy. You just brake that a little bit later, because if you brake too early, it feels like Ricky's retired from the session. You brake a little bit too early. You think, oh, I could brake later.
He gets up, Robin.
Yeah, well, I knew because he got that. He must have got wing damage. Yeah, so he was never going to improve on his lap time. So other guys, Mitch, I think, is on a hot lap. Who else will be? Oh, Dan is just on a 1:37.7, so he's slightly improved, but I think he just moved up a couple of spots. Mitch is around the castle section right now. Varamir's on his out lap at the moment. Juventus is on a hot lap as well, but he's only just started. Mitch is coming towards the end of the second sector now. Don't go too deep. Nicely done.
Oh, really good.
Perfect. That was perfect. And now coming into this corner, it's all again. This is another one where you think, oh, he clipped the curb. That can sometimes just jump the car a bit wide, but I think he got away with that.
Yeah,
that last corner is so tricky.
Really
nice
good.
and smooth. What's the thinking behind being in overtake mode?
More straight line speed.
Oh really?
A little bit more, yeah. 3-4 kilometers per hour at least. So
here we
that's
go.
why...
And he improves. Nice P3. He'll be happy with that.
Now we go back to Dan, I think, and after Dan we go to Juventus. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's. Wait, I'm confused now. There's firstly it's Juventus. After that is Dan. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know that. I didn't know overtake was better down the straights.
Oh, Juventus. Yeah. Well, Dan, now you can pick up slipstream.
Has he run out of fuel? No, he hasn't run out of fuel. He's just backed off. So here comes Dan. What can he do? It's not a better lap, is it? No, it's 3 thousandths.
MP is on a lap.
Blank's on a lap. Blank's coming down the straight now. And he's on hot lap.
Oh, Vermeer! 5+ grid penalty.
Oh no. And look at that, Blank's P4. Oh wow. So Varamir's going to drop down from 2nd to 7th then with that. MP Motorsport is coming towards the line now as well. He's got wing damage, I think. I think he caught, because looking like he's got like a... Yeah, I think he might have wing damage. I might be wrong. He's going for it anyway, but the lap time's not going to be good enough. Yeah, I think he might have got wing damage as well.
Yeah. And that's it, really.
That's it. That's all of them.
We're waiting for Oxy to retire, but Vermeer now drops down to P7 with after colliding with Racer 5x5. That's strange. Really. I just wonder what happened right there.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, but he must have been on a... He was going to go on his hot lap then, Varamir. He was going to do one more lap and has got caught. Yeah, he got caught up. He has got wing damage. So, yeah, he got proper wing damage. So, whatever happened, it was a big incident. I think we've still got people out there apparently, but...
No, we got Vermeer in the pits and he's not retiring, so we're waiting for him. Yeah, Roland 346 kilometers an hour on the straight. That's a low wing or high tire pressure setting. Yeah, that really is. And Dominic expects Donamo to make his way up to the field inside the points. What I see here in the chat, everyone says Donamo is really quick around here, so interested to see if he can make that. Oh, you got twice, huh? Vermeer got +10.
Oh, really? So it was 2? Yeah, because I saw it come up twice. Yeah. Oh, and Racer got a penalty. Racer's got a 5-place penalty as well. So I don't have a clue what happened. I'm sure we will see the feed later.
Twice a collision with Racer.
But Racer got one as well. So they're both like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was retaliation or just like the system. That's the way it did it. But yeah, Baromir, then that really screws him over. He's going to be starting in P13 then with that. So, but I suppose, does that mean, does he still get a free choice of tyre compound? Now, because he will be outside the top 10.
No, because he finished or he qualified inside the top 10, and with those penalties he's outside, but he still needs to be on that ultra soft tire, so that's really gonna hurt him.
Oh no, that is a bummer. But this is Baku, and Baku, if you're ever gonna have a bummer in qualifying, just ask Perry. You know, qualifying is not the end of the world. Whatever happens, you just gotta forget what's happened. You know, the race is where you score the points, and at least if he's towards the back, it's just being patient. But it's so easy. It's literally, you don't even try. Sometimes you just brake a little bit later on old tires, and that's it. Your race is severely compromised or over.
Yep. Yeah, it is. That's Baku for you right there.
So Racer pressed the tick first. We still haven't managed it yet. Where we get
well, tier 1 last week was really close, but not enough.
So let's look at the tyres. Let's see. So we have got a mixture, and Matrix is, again, typical Matrix, going for a different. So him, Ginger Ninja, and the Fallen have gone for soft tyres. Race, and yeah, like you said, Racer and Baromir have, because I guess they've gone ultra soft.
Well, Racer was outside the top 10 already, so that's a strange call. Maybe he's hoping for a safety car. But yeah, Vermeer had to start on the ultra soft tire.
Right. Well, Perry did start on the ultra as well because
I did a practice race just before this, and I couldn't join quick enough to do quali, so I started on fresh ultra soft tires, and I managed to do ultra soft to softs as well, and the tires didn't feel that bad, so it is doable.
No, it won't. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with having a fresh set of tyres. It does make quite a big difference in your race in that first stint. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, but after what you said about the soft runners, they are running the risk. Obviously, if there's a safety car, those 3 guys could really be, yes, they could get towards the front, but then they're going to be effectively 1 stop down. But yeah, the top 8 are in ultras. The other guys in the midfield being on the super soft, I don't think it's going to, after yesterday's race, I don't think it's going to help them. I might be wrong, because to be fair, despite when I had the issues, I was able to pass those guys in the pit stops. It's difficult, but I think the ultra soft to soft is the best strategy. It gets you to the track position, and if you've got the right setup, it won't be an issue. But Ricky was really struggling last week. I remember in a practice race, Ricky had it all. He had the setup completely off, and was really struggling with tyre wear. But he's obviously got the pace and quality. I wonder if he's got his race strategy and setup sorted, where he's not having issues with tyres. I think quite a few people getting disqualified here at the end.
Yep, I think they're going too slow. But now everyone is lining up onto the grid. Hopefully it's not doing the same glitch again, but as I say that, I already know it's coming.
So here we go. Let's let the 40 plus minutes of chaos begin.
So everyone now in their grid slots. As we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. I knew it. And away we go for the Baku Grand Prix. As it's a good start from Juventus going down the inside. Oh, Blink!
Oh, he got damage. I don't know if he got away with that one. Oh, the Salvers and the Haas there getting. Oh, and the Salver in the background. That's Dan. Dan getting involved, getting hit from behind. He lost a lot of time there as they head down this straight into turn 3. Oh, so Dan Robbo all down the inside of Blank as well. Blank's not had the best of starts. I don't know whether he got. Did he get any wing damage?
Not on my screen.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think he did.
P9 now.
But Ricky got a great start. Clean getaway. Mitch and Juventus as well. Dan Robbo having by far the best starts. Anyway, qualified well. You know, his first 3 races, he was definitely underperforming because the Tier 3, he was definitely one of the quick guys in Tier 3 last season. And whilst the other guys who've moved up have done well in these first 3 races, he hadn't been. But yeah, looking much better already.
Yeah, he's looking really solid now. Ricky already with a 1.1 second gap. Mitch under pressure from Juventus with Dan Robbo behind him. Yeah, this is just going to be a DRS / slipstream fest going on to strike if they stay this close. Well, we saw the last couple of weeks that these guys can race really closely all race long, so it's certainly going to be a good one as MP is losing out on DRS as well. So we got P2, 3, 4 and 5 now really close together, and then we got the MP train. Lemon Jam tries to go around the outside, switch back, can't make the move stick.
Matty Robbo
no,
in the background. Racer as Racer 55 I think's already got wing damage. He's struggling to slow the car down, and the Fallen's pitted, so he obviously got damage. He got really bad wing damage, so this has proper messed him up, because obviously starting on that soft tyre, like you said, that's the risk. You have an issue. That's his strategy well and truly ruined. Now he's on super soft and the car does not get. Oh, it's just got away now. But yeah, that's the Fallen and his strategy ruined.
Yep, he can switch back to the soft tires, of course, because they're only 1 lap old, so that's not gonna be that big of a problem. But it's a shame it's race over unless there's a safety car coming out. Yeah, we got Juventus really close to Mitch. Yeah, it's just waiting for that lap 3 to start when everyone gets that DRS available. We can see the really big overtakes coming unless some guys have really big changes in front and rear wing settings. Well, for now it's Dan Robbo who's putting the pressure on Juventus. He's got to defend instead of attacking. So that was really close now. He needs to watch out for the dirty air. He needs to hold back a little bit. He's coming up to the line now.
Oh, Matty first in there.
He sees his brother retiring, but he's making a move side by side coming up to the line. And it's Dan Robbo on the inside. Brakes late, makes it a stick. Oh, Juventus.
Nice.
Oh my days, that was really close. Yeah, Juventus maybe he could have gone for a switchback. Yeah, MP's still defending.
MP's now ahead of Blank. He's just got past Blank, so MP's now up into P5, and he's barely done any practice, to be fair. So fair play to MP. And Blank is just falling down the order so far. There's a big train over them as well.
Yeah, big train behind MP. So it's just not close enough to Juventus.
I think it's more to do. I think it's more to do with Blank. To be fair, I think Blank is the guy at the moment who's the slow one. Because yeah, MP's now pulling away from Blank. He's almost out of DRS zone, and they're all right behind Blank. So Blank is struggling with race pace setup already. As the Renault runs a bit wide, Oaksy, but he gets away with avoiding contact with that barrier. Oh, and the Mercedes very close. Oh, almost hit the wall, and Lamin Jamin therefore is going to almost. Oh, I think in the end Dan fought better off it. Yeah, Lamin Jamin ran very deep and just avoided.
Oh my days! I think he hit the wall there. I think he made slightly contact with the wall. No, he doesn't have any damage, but he lost a lot of time now. MP is within that 1 second window, and Blank is just a boat. Oh, he's got damage. Right front. Damage for Blank. He's probably gonna stop soft tires and try to go till the end. Yes, he is.
And,
soft tires.
Dan had damage. Dan must have had damage as well then.
Nope.
X427.
This is just his pit stop. He's going for 2-stop.
Wow, going for a 2-stop.
Interesting. Now MP got full connection to the back of Juventus. 8 tenths down.
He's really quick.
He looks really quick on those worn ultra soft tires. Still got the pace, still got the grip. So now Lemon Jam on the super soft tire has to let MP go.
It was the rear of his car that hit the wall. I think Juventus is struggling with those tires already.
It's lap 4. This is the part that the tires go off. Just need to
I think Blank was the guy holding them up.
Yeah, Matty Roberts says in the chat that he was looking at his ERS when he retired.
Oh, MP
That's such a shame. Oh yeah,
they're all going to have DRS though. Juventus, I think his tyres are struggling. He's not getting the traction out of the corners. I think his rears, and he's being really cautious around the left and right hander.
Here we go.
I think his rears are starting to overheat, so he might pit now. I think he's looking to pit. Yeah, I think he's going in the pits, and so too is Dan Robbo.
And he's
going both those guys. Yeah, and Ricky's pitted as well.
Yeah, so Mitch and MP going on, and after that we got all of the guys on different compound. So everyone on the ultra softs now has made a stop, unless Racer no, they go on. So Racer Primary is still on the ultra soft tires, but the rest of the grid is all on the soft or super softs tire.
And it takes a while for those softs to warm up. So these super softs, this is the part where it does work for the super soft runners, because they can keep going as a yellow in sector 1.
Oh, it's Juventus, I think. It's Juventus.
Was it?
Oh no.
Oh yes, he ran wide, and that's the thing. With cold tyres, you think you can make... I guess he overshot the corner then, did he?
He did. I think he did.
They bought it. Yeah, it's with cold tyres. He... and that's the thing, you have to be so careful this first lap. You don't... those soft tyres, especially on the fronts, take so long to warm up. And it's very easy to run wide. And he's realising that now. But Mitch, I think, will look pretty. He's always been a good guy on tyre wear. And he always is faster on the harder tyres. He's a very competitive guy on the harder tyre. So, I mean, those ultras are looking a little bit worn now. He struggled a bit with the front end being on board of him, but he's 3.2 clear of MP.
Yeah, but MP is losing a lot of time compared to Lemon Jam on the super soft tire, so I think it's time now to stop. Let's see what Mitch is gonna do.
Mitch isn't gonna come in, I don't think. No.
Nope, he's continuing on. MP is probably... MP is.
Oh, and so... Oh, Lemon Jamming I thought was as well then, but I thought there's no point, you're in the super soft.
Just guess you get a little bit of slipstream.
Oh, Icy Boy runs very deep there. Oh, he almost went into the barrier.
Oh, Dramo's really close.
Yeah, it's because Dramo. Oh, no. Jesus. Both got DRS. Two's got the energy. He's got more ERS, Dynamo. Oh, he almost went too tight. He He almost clipped the wall there, and that would have turned his car right round. But so the gap with the leaders. So Mitch 3.1 clear
then
of
an MP
Jamin.
going for it, side by side, through the tight sections right here. As MP tried to go back, not close enough. MP on the soft tire, and then of course on the two-stop. So he needs to pull away, quick, really quick. Ricky on the soft tire as well. He's virtually MP.
Yeah, and MP took quite a bit of a gap. Oh, MP's running deep here. Oh, he almost hit the wall. It's the thing with this, when you move on to the soft tyre, this is where it's so easy because you don't have the same grip levels anymore. But yeah, he actually took quite a big gap out of Ricky in the end. I mean, he's on his first lap, so he's going to lose a bit of time. But that just shows you, I think when Mitch decides to pit, I think if Mitch pits now, he is 19 seconds clear, and it's a short pit lane, isn't it? So it's going to be close, but he needs to pit now, Mitch, and he doesn't because Ricky is starting to close in. I don't know. Yeah, the gap is now 18.3, and it's going in quite a bit. I think Mitch, unless Mitch is looking to do a completely different strategy, those ultras are past their best, and he could have pitted now. I mean, now he's under risk of falling behind MP Motorsport at the end of this lap. And with the softs not really falling away, yeah, it's the only thing I can think of is he wants those softs. Those guys pitting that early, the softs will struggle. Lap 7 is the lap I pitted on my softs, and I was absolutely fine. But so a lot of the guys pitted on lap 4. Maybe that will come back to bite them at the end of the race. But I'm not expecting it to be that bad on the soft. I'm not expecting it to be like it was in China, for example.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky was in virtual P1, but then Robo got past him on the super soft tire, so he's going for a two-stop as well, together with Dan.
Oh wow, yeah, of course, I didn't spot that.
But he's pulling away a lot from Ricky, so yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Oh, Ginger Ninja and Racer as well. They're battling. Oh, Racer and Ginger Ninja side by side. This isn't going to end pretty. They're side by side going into the left right-hander. Oh no, don't put your egos aside. Oh, they made contact, but they somehow survived. Oh, they all crashed.
Oh my days.
And Varamir's crashed as well. That was always going to happen. So Matrix is out. Race is out. I do not get that at all. That is ego right there. Like you just knew that was going to happen, and I'm surprised how that was not a safety car. I'll never get it.
Yeah, that's just what I said. You just two cars in the middle of the road, and there's no safety car.
That was always going to happen. I mean, I'm surprised that Matrix didn't back off. To be honest, he was obviously trying to take advantage, and the Fallen's retired as well.
Oh no.
And Mitch returns on track just ahead of MP in the end, but he will be on cold tyres. So yeah, that was that was always going to happen. I could just tell they were both battling each other, and I was like, yeah, I don't like this. They're neither going to give up this. So Alamin Jamin's got the first penalty, so our race leader at the moment. He's being caught up by Oxy.
Top 3 is really close.
Yeah. And Wisey Boy isn't that far off either, so I think Lamin Jamin's starting to struggle with those super softs. Mitch did a really good strategy being able to go that far on the Ultra, to be fair. But he was in that last lap in particular losing quite a bit of time. Oaksy runs wide. Don Amo's right behind him. They've got to be careful here. Don't make contact, boys. Oh, they make contact.
What's gonna happen? Oh no!
Oh,
Oaksy.
Oh, that's
he takes out Wisey Boy.
How is that not a safety car? Oh my god! Like they're all having to avoid it. Oh my god! Like I guess they're ghosting. Like
yeah,
it's ghosts. Yeah.
Oh my!
I don't know why Don Ammo. And they're all slowing down. Blank slows right down in case it was a ghost. He didn't know. But Again, I still don't know how that's not a safety car, but I don't know why Don Ammo was right behind it, because Oaksey was struggling with rears, and when you struggle with rears around that section, you've got to back off. As MP's fighting with Mitch as well. Yeah, everyone's got a bit crazy there, especially it's points at the end of the day. I had an issue in the race yesterday for a different reason. It was with Jacob, because I didn't realise he was going in the pits, and it was the restart of the safety car, and that was down the straight. But when you're going around the corners around that section, you gotta understand, like, if someone's struggling with tyres, if they back off, you have no time to react. And that's now 2 incidents on 2 laps. Oh, MP's hit the wall. Yep. He's got yellow. He's got the yellow wing, and that's going to cost him. And it's so easy to do, though. It's so easy. And
now
he's
going to
now have to do the whole race. That might be an orange.
Yeah, that's orange, I think. You're right there.
Yeah. So that's he's still looking. It looks like orange to me. See on the broadcast. No, that could be yellow, to be fair.
Oh yeah, it's still intact, sort of.
Yeah, he's not like because it's not too bad around here. It tends to be the second sector where you lose the majority of your time with that yellow. The first sector's not too bad. Yeah, the second sector is where you lose the chunk of your time with having a yellow wing. It's not race over, but his chances of being in the top 3 now are over. You know, he can still get points. He just has to finish. You know, and Racer has left the session. He already retired. So we're down to 11 runners.
Down to 11 runners.
It's just about surviving.
Yeah, it really is. It is surviving. And now Dan has closed up to Ricky on the 2-stop strategy. Fresh super soft tires. And then Robbo pulled away almost 4 seconds now from Ricky. So when he pits, he needs to make up a lot of time still. But then he tries to get past. Well, of course not at this part of the track. He will probably do when he's got DRS. Castle section really tricky if you're right behind someone with dirty air. Everything that's hindering you, you need to be careful going through the castle section. We got Robin now closing up to MP as well. MP with the wing damage. He's struggling through some corners as it was the left side.
Damn, I hit the wall. He might have yellow wing damage. He might. If he got away with it, I don't know how he would. I can't see on the broadcast feed. The bloody halo covers it. For me.
Yeah, for me it's still intact. What I can see.
Okay, he got away with it then.
Yeah.
He's a lucky boy.
Yeah, really is.
He's in the DRS zone of Ricky. Ricky is on no DRS.
Sorry to interrupt you, Robin. Going down the inside of MP. That's easy. Moved on. Get in, Robin. Good move.
Yeah, with the wing damage now.
On to Mitch.
Oh, Don Ammo's made a move on blank.
Side by side. Oh, good move from Don Ammo. Now blank. Tries to get past. He's a low ERS. No chance for him.
And obviously Don Ammo, he was involved in that incident with Oaksey. Somehow, obviously must have pitted straight away. And then Varamir collected Oaksey in that Wisey Boy collected with Oaksey. Varamir had his own incident on the same lap further behind, but yes, it's all settling down. I mean, at the moment, Lamin Jamin is going to be pitting soon. I thought, yeah, I think he's in the pit window now, looking on his telemetry. He's got the green indicator on the spanner, which normally indicates pit lane window. So I think he's pitting this lap, which is what they recommend on the strategy if you do a super soft run. So yeah, it looks like he's going to head to the pits now. So effectively, once he pits, that which he does, Dan Robbo then, for now, leads the race out of all the people that have done one pit stop. However, he will be pitting again And his gap now to, let's see, to Ricky. Has he pulled away at all, or is Ricky catching back up now?
Now Ricky
Ricky's
is
catching
just,
back up.
yeah, Ricky is stabilizing the gap, and Dan just can't get past Ricky. So now the guys on the soft tires are in an advantage now compared to the guys on the super
He's got
soft.
a good
Dan
He's
is
got a
going
good
for
run.
it. Round the outside,
He's
switch
going to
back.
make it.
Oh,
Ricky
Ricky,
lost
overshot.
a bit of a break.
Oh, yeah, under pressure, and that's moved on for Dan. Great move.
Nicely
Make the
done.
switchback work. Get in, mate. Love that one.
No, switchback.
Yeah, we need to get
We need
a
to get the
song
jingle.
and music and jingle for it, really.
I'll find a jingle and get it on the phone. But yeah,
Yeah, well,
Ricky, this is a good thing with the street tracks. You forced Ricky into making that 90-degree angle as tight as possible, and braking at the same point. Just went a bit too deep, lost the rear end, just avoided clipping the wall. But yeah, really good overtake from Dan there, and the Haas and the Sauber boys. Oh, excuse me, I thought Fallen. That's obviously already retired. He's just left the session. But yeah, that helps Dan Robbo tremendously. They lost. That helped Dan Robbo. Now he's pulled a second from Dan and pulled nearly 2 seconds on Ricky because of all that squabbling. So that has really helped Dan Robbo's cause.
yeah, now we got the 2 Saubers, or Alfa Romeo guys. We got the 2 Toro Rossos and the 2 Mercs. They are still in, so they're gonna score some great points for the Constructors' Championship, because we got Ricky and Matrix P1 and P2, so they're leading the Constructors' Championship. But with this, how it stands right now, they're gonna lose a big amount of lead they had coming into this round, with only Ricky scoring points at the moment.
MP and Robin are fighting again. With MP down the inside. Oh, Robin has to be careful. Thankfully, MP does slow the car enough and didn't push Robin into the wall. But somehow MP's holding back those guys. And Don Ammo and Blank aren't too far behind this group as well now. Fireworks, so this is the real main battle at the moment. Mitch, by the way, he's 5 seconds behind Ricky, 5.4.
Oh, we need to keep an eye out for that as well.
Yeah, it's a shame that... is it me, or does it look like MP's now got orange wing damage on that side? It might just be me, actually, because he wouldn't be quick at all.
I think it's still the same, yeah.
But yeah, Mitch, from that, going longer, I don't think. I mean, time will tell at the end of the race. But going those essentially 4 laps longer, I don't think it's worked. I think he should have pitted a lap or 2 later, and he would have been right up with these guys. But he's giving himself a lot of work to do.
Oh, it's gonna be a multi-21 right here. 2 Toro Rossos as Robin just lets his teammate go through. Oh, Robin!
No,
Was he in the pits? He crashed in the pits.
Oh, and a virtual safety car because of it. So that's what I don't get. The crash in the pit lane gives you a virtual safety car. 2 demolition derby pile-ups. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
So
It's
strange.
fine.
Oh, but what a shame for Robin.
We needed a safety car then. Safety car would have wrecked the 2 stoppers.
Oh
But,
my god, a safety car would have helped this race a lot, because now we only got 10 guys in this, so everyone will score points. So maybe we got the likes of Genia or Juventus just going for the ultra soft tire at the end of the race to get that fastest lap in and score that extra point. But this is going to be interesting, because Ricky now 5 tenths clear, or 5 tenths behind then.
And X40 and Dan, that terrible restart there. And Dan Robert had a great. I mean, Dan Robert's now 6.7 seconds clear of these guys. So Dan must have been caught napping. Because he must have done. Because Mitch is now 2.4 behind these guys. So yeah, Dan's yeah, completely caught napping, and
Or,
Ricky.
or is this strategy
Oh yeah, it could be. It could be to help Mitch.
to help Mitch? Because I don't think Mitch is that quick to catch Ricky up on those soft tires as well.
And yeah, because
So
Dan's
now with the
pitting.
gap, so now with the gap being 2.9 seconds, I think he's able to close that instead of the 4.8 like it was before the virtual safety car. So I think it was just pure strategy, because then he knew he was gonna stop for another super soft set of tires, and now Mitch is just 3 seconds away. He gained 1.8 seconds during the virtual safety car, and now this is a gap that he can close to Ricky? Question mark.
Yeah, I mean, a two-stop I don't think is the right strategy. Looking at, I mean, Dan's going to make places now, back through the field, but considering he would be around 5th, 4th right now if he was in the one-stop strategy. Yeah, the two-stop for me, I don't know. I just think it doesn't really. I mean, it was worth a punt because you know, sometimes if you're in bad positions on track, Juventus is really struggling. I think, has he got wing damage? But Juventus looks really slow at the moment.
Yep, yes, yeah, right side. Just make sure you don't retire, you will score points. That's the good thing about it right now. Aston Amo is 4 tenths behind MP. MP with wing damage, of course. Full arrest for Donamo. 4th arrest mode. He will get past easily. Love the helicopter view. Oh my days. Down the
And he's not
inside.
even using DRS. Well, it says he's not using DRS anyway.
Oh wow. Yeah, it says maybe it's broken. But it, yeah. Oh, MP.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
I think it might be broken because it had like a it had a red on the spanner, because I don't think he has any wing damage. So he's up to P4 and chasing down Lamin Jamin.
He will get that one as well, so then he's back on the podium. And he looks really quick, so maybe he can catch up to Mitch as well.
Yeah,
really
Lamin Jamin is 2.2 behind. Mitch has not been doing so well on this soft strategy. He's lost a second already to Ricky.
Yep.
Ricky, despite Ricky being on older softs. So yeah, it hasn't seemed to work. And obviously, the guys who've done the super softs with fresher softs are going to super softs, and now fresher softs are looking pretty. I think Mitch is under threat here with these guys. Excuse me. Yeah, Don Amo, Lamin Jamin, even Dan Robbo. Dan Robbo is only 1.1 behind Blank, and he's just obviously made his stop with the super soft. So don't count out those boys either. Dan Robbo, he still could potentially, with everyone being really close, he could still potentially get 3rd place still. Dan Robbo, he's only he's about 6 seconds behind Lamin Jamin in 3rd place at the moment. 9 to go. So fresh super softs. He's going to be looking really quick at this stage.
Yeah, he does, and Blank now closed up to MP as well. 7 tenths now is the gap. He's got the DRS, yeah, so he tries to get past. No, the gap is too big. But I'm a 1.7 from Lemon Jam, so Lemon Jam increased the gap. He's closing on Mitch.
Well, 1:41.1 is the fastest lap by Dan. That's the second faster than Don Amo. Oh, sorry, actually, no, Don Amo did a 1:41.19 earlier in the race. So yeah, Dan Robbo, I'm expecting him to be doing a quick lap this time by. So they're going to be roughly a second a lap quicker than, well, if more, second than a bit quicker than the soft runners around them at the moment. I think, yeah, looking at the interval times, yeah, Don Amo is right behind Lamin Jamin.
Yeah, he closed up a lot, but then Robo looking really, really impatient. Oh, blank!
Oh,
He lost
blank.
his front wing.
Yeah. Now, how bad was that? That's the question. I think it probably looks like, judging from that corner, it looks like it's yellow, but Dan has got to be careful here because Blank could back out around this section. Fair play,
Yeah,
Blank. I don't think
care.
Blank has. Is Blank pitting?
I think
It
he
looks
is.
like Blank's gonna. Yeah, so he must have pretty bad damage.
Yep, he is.
Yeah, he has. I mean, the worst. I mean, he was in P7 anyway. But that's helped Dan Robbo out. And Ginger Ninja's on 10 lap old super soft, so he's surely not going to get to the end on those. He'll probably pit again and try and get the fastest lap. But Dan Robbo now hunting down MP. He's not going to quite get to him at the end of this straight. Don Ammo as well is still behind Lammy Jamming, but 4 tenths behind. Oh, Dan Robbo's making a move down the inside, trying to catch out MP. I can see why he's doing it though. He needs to try and get past. MP's probably going to go deep, and he
Switch
does.
back.
Oh,
Round the
what a
outside.
move. Oh, MP though is going to fight it back, but he hasn't got the speed. It'd be smart.
Oh,
Yeah, he
what a
backs out. It'd be
move.
smart. Brilliant. But
Move
he
of
had
the race
grip.
so far.
He had the grip, and why not? It might have cost him a bit of time though in the end, obviously with that fighting. He is 4.8 seconds behind Don Ammo, and he might struggle unless... Oh, Don Ammo right behind Lam and Jamming.
Yeah, these guys
and they're
gonna
all
fight.
catching Mitch. Yeah, unless these guys battle it up now and that will help Dan Robbo's cause a lot. We've still got is it 8 laps to go still? Well, we're coming up to 7 to go now. 7 to go this time by, I think. Yeah, Don Ammo's easily going to pass Lam and Jamming here. Lam and Jamming's going to get back into the slipstream, I think.
What a difference of speed with the DRS open. And now it's crucial for Donamo to defend from Lemon Jam on the back straight.
Yeah,
and
I think he has it. He's got enough speed.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, so now it's interesting to see if Donamo can catch up to Mitch. So 1 lap versus softs, 1.8 seconds now is the gap. And maybe Lemon Jam can just stick behind Donamo and close up to Mitch as well.
Yeah, because the gap, Ricky and Mitch has remained even now, 3.6. So I wonder if Ricky's now starting to get to that point where his tyres are starting to feel it a little bit more now. With the last 6 laps, I mean, I think he's got enough personally where even if he does start to struggle with the degradation, I think he has enough of a cushion to be safe with this lead, as long as he doesn't make any clippings of the wall. Yeah, Don Ammo, to be fair, Don Ammo's flying. And he's almost in DRS zone now. Clipped the inside curve, that might have cost him DRS. Yeah, I think he's just not going to quite get DRS this time. He's literally at a second as they come to the detection point. Yeah, he's just outside of it. So it's by 200ths in the end. However, he's got a lot of DRS while Mitch is on 3%. So he's going to get a few tenths down this straight, which he does.
Oh, then
and Dan's passed MP.
Yeah. So what they said about Donamo is true. He looks really quick now. Within a second, DRS is open, and he's looking to get Mitch on the next lap.
He could, and you think he was involved with that incident, wasn't he, with Oaksy?
Yep, he was.
It was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable if he's able to turn this around and win. I mean, granted, I don't know whether the stewards' decisions after this race, but
no,
it'd be
it can be it can be completely thrown away, but yeah, we never know. We still need to look at the footage, but from what I saw, and Oasis in the chat as well, you said Donamo literally pushed me into a spin, so yeah, that says enough already. I think that's
what it looked like. I was on board with Donamo, and that's what it looked like. He didn't he was too close to him, and it already looked like Oaksy was struggling with tyre. And you do have to back off, you know, otherwise the rear end will come off. And then, oh, he's gone deep here. Oh, he just...
Oh, he was lucky there. Oh my days,
Yeah.
how lucky are you when you don't pick up damage from that? Oh my days.
I wish I had that luck. But
Yeah.
he's still going to be in the DRS zone. Yeah, he's going to surely, because he's got healthy DRS at the moment. And he's got plenty of that, while Mitch is towards 18. Mitch is going to have to reduce his DRS now.
Yeah,
and there he goes, Don Ammo. And they're catching up with Ricky as well.
Yeah, you can see Ricky already.
So Don Ammo, he's got 5 to go now. I think Don Ammo's got the speed. And then we could see a classic Ricky defense come the end of this race.
Oh, and he can make his car as big as he wants. Oh my days, that's gonna be amazing to watch. But Don Ammo needs to catch up. 3.3 seconds now is the gap. He just got
the
past
fresh
Mitch.
tire. I mean, he's four laps fresher softs. So he did say the super soft, because he started on the super soft, didn't he? I can't remember now.
Yeah.
He did say he couldn't make the ultras last, so he was going to do a super soft to soft strategy. That was his best thing, and it's paying off, because now the soft tyre being fresher at this stage of the race, he's already taken 4 tenths off, 5 tenths.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so close around those areas. It's so close. It's on the limit. Like, oh, he gets the rear out a bit, but yeah, he needs to take, well, essentially he needs to take about 7 tenths a lap out of Ricky. Oh, lovely how he did that.
When you're within that second, it's almost guaranteed you make the overtake. So he just needs to gain 1.9 seconds in 5 laps.
He's got more ERS saved as well. Ricky's down to 16, 15. Ricky's going to have to turn the ERS down in a sec. Yeah, he's right down now on ERS. So while Don Ammo has still got about 20% more. Yeah, Ricky's really low on ERS now.
Yeah, Ricky will feel the pressure 100% right now. 2.8 now, 5 tenths off in 1 lap.
Yeah, Dan Robbo hasn't been able to really. He struggled after the first 3 laps. In fact, Dan is now is really catching him up. The gap is 8 tenths. So yeah, Dan seems to be better, feeling it better on the super softs now. And yeah, Mitch is really fallen back now.
As long as he can keep that P3 lemon jam, of course, got that 3-second time penalty, so Dan will gain the position. Well, we got 2 Dans now, that's confusing. Got Dan Robo now gaining a position because the gap is 2.1, and
yeah,
then 427 is just outside 3 seconds, so these guys need to do a hell of a job to get within that 3 seconds, so they will both gain a position.
Right, at this rate, he's going to catch Ricky Don Ammo, because he's taking 7 tenths out of Ricky's lead. So we're coming up to 4 to go this time by, and yeah, he's and again Ricky is very low. Ricky's on 3%. I mean, Ricky's out of ERS now. So
you will lose a lot of time with that.
Yeah. Well, so Ricky is he's desperate, but he's run out. I mean, the problem is, ideally, he needs to do a whole lap now without ERS. But because otherwise he's going to be a sitting duck. But he's trying to eke it out so that he doesn't need to defend. But if he needs to defend, he's not going to have anything left to battle. And this is helping Don Ammo, especially in the middle sector. Don Ammo is really taking time out of him. He's took 2 tenths out in the first sector alone, make that 3 tenths. So that first sector done is 3 tenths. He takes then another 3 to 4 in the other sector, and it's all really through traction, and that's with older tyres. He's doing a superb job at the moment. Oh, I'm on board with Don Ammo, and it's just so smooth. He just took a massive chunk in that middle sector. That was a perfect second sector so far. He took 6/10 out of Ricky's lead in this sector alone. I wonder, yeah, and he's on hot lap, Ricky, so he's, but he should, yeah, I just wonder, he just needs a little bit more. Ideally, he needs to be around the 50 range, because Don Ammo is in the 50 range, and Ricky is already, in the 17, so he's going to be running out of ERS down the straight, so he's not going to get the full power benefits of being in overtake. So he's only doing 202, while Don Ammo's 206. Yeah, so it's 5 mile an hour difference down the speed trap. So it's now gap's 1.3, so that's another 7/10 taken out of Ricky's lead with 3 to go.
Yeah,
the only other battle at the moment is Ginger Ninja's got past Juventus, Blanca's catching up 2.1 behind, Dan Robbo and Dan, the two Dans are sort of levelled out now as Juventus pits. So Juventus is obviously going for the fastest lap.
Yep, yes.
In that point, he was on 19 lap softs to be fair. So
yeah, he had to make it.
Oh, it's almost in DRS zone already. Oh, this is nervous. This could be. I mean, Mitch. I mean, if any of this goes wrong.
Mitch is still looking
Mitch is looking pretty, yeah, for his first victory. Will the stars align?
He's winning a second.
Yeah, he's in. He's under the second barrier, so he will have DRS. And again, and he's been really safe with his DRS while Ricky's on 5. Ricky's not leaving himself with. I know why he's doing it, because obviously with the hot lap being around that tight section, at least that limits the. Oh, he took it horribly in that last corner, Ricky. That lost him 2/10. He clipped the inside curve and it just bounced him off wide. So he's going to be really struggling now. His rears are going. Ricky with 19 laps soft, he just can't do any more, and he's got no energy left either.
Lemon Jam.
Oh, Lemon Jam is retired. Oh, if a safety car came out now, that would have helped him. Ricky's a sitting duck here. What's Ricky going to do? He's leaving the door open for Don Ammo down the inside. And he's done it.
Oh, Ricky! I expected a lot more from Ricky to defend.
Yeah, he didn't even close the door. And yeah, and in the end that was a very easy overtake for Don Ammo. And obviously, unofficially, it's a great recovery drive. I'm sure the stewards will be looking into it with his incident with Oaksey. But. And Mitch is coming back now, Ricky. That shows you how much they're struggling. Yeah, Lamin Jamin retires. I mean, you'll still get a point. That moves everyone up the order. So
but look at the gap. Already Ricky without a second.
Yeah, well, Ricky's now saving his ERS. I think that, it's so close to hitting the wall. Yeah, Ricky's thinking of the championship. I think that's why he didn't defend it. Ricky knows his tyres are wearing out. He's leading the championship. As much as he would love to have won the race, P2 is a great result. His main title contenders. Oh no, he's hit the wall! He hit the wall and Juventus retires. He's hit the wall. Now that's really going to help. Oh, he's almost lost the rear as well. Ricky's tyres have gone.
And Ricky's tyres are he maybe is in for a surprise.
Yeah, Ricky is completely lost those tyres now, and with that, I don't know how bad the damage is. I don't know if it was yellow or red, yellow or orange, but that was a big hit. He probably only got away with just the yellow damage, but come the end of this lap, I think Ricky is going to be under some serious pressure with the DRS and all. So we have got drama at the end of the race, and Ricky's struggling, and this is going to be compounding more with worn softs and no front wing, or damaged front wing. And I mean, and this is important because this potentially could be the battle for the win. Oh, Mitch runs deep. Mitch. No, Mitch. Oh, that could have cost him. Oh, that's too much of the car, and I think that's cost him. I don't know if he got damaged there as well. But he's got Dan Robbo now right behind him.
Oh no.
So, Yeah, Dan Robbo's now behind him, and Dan X427's got a 3-second penalty right at the end. Oh, Dan Robbo almost hits the tyres barrier. But yeah, that's a shame for Mitch. Because, yeah, they caught... Yeah, he would have definitely have been in slipstream mode with Ricky. Yeah, this time Ricky makes sure he took it nice and easy there. But we've got a run to the line here. And Dan Robbo's going to have good traction.
But he's running out.
Yeah, Ricky didn't quite get it. There we go, the leader.
Oh, helicopter view for the last lap. This is perfect. Get in now. As they come up to the line.
So Don Ammo is going to take the win. Provisionally.
Oh, the Robbo.
Oh, he's going to
He
do
made
it
a
with
mistake.
Bottas. He's done it.
Oh, no.
200s.
Look at the gap.
No, Mitch.
Oh, Mitch. Oh, no. Oh, what an end of the race. Dan Robbo takes P3. He did it, Bottas. Oh, my days. Oh, he will be frustrated. But then Robbo will be... Oh, my days. I want to be in that party right now with the two brothers.
Fair play. They made the two stop work in the end. And obviously Don Ammo provisionally, he provisionally wins. Obviously there is that instant revoke C. So yeah, Ricky second and yeah, Dan Robbo third. Great result for him, and more like how I expected from him this season, to be honest.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna call it no interviews because I'm feeling really ill, really sick right now. So it's gonna be interviews for next week.
It is late to be fair.
Yeah, it is. It's an hour later for me as well. So yeah, I'm just feeling horrible right now. As wrote in the chat, you did it, Thomas. Yeah, this is what I did last season to Roland. Oh my days. So Don Amo P1, good job from him. Great recovery drive. Ricky P2 at the end. Then Robbo. What a finish. P3, Mitch P4, then P5, Chinchania P6, good job from him as well. MP P7 with that wing damage. Blank P8 is the last one who finished, and after we got all of these guys DNF'd.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
8 people finish and...
So, yeah. What a race, especially at the end. We had a tier 3 ending, really. So, yeah, just like I said, I'm really feeling really ill, really sick, headaches everywhere. So I'm gonna end the stream right now. Racer, thank you again for joining the stream. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And yeah, check out the tier 1 race tomorrow, same time, same place. And I will see you guys back next week for Spain. Yeah, Spain it is. So I'll see you guys back next week. See you guys later. Have a good night. Bye bye.